Check, 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 check. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the general chat. Let's get it started. Boom. And I'll let you guys know why I'm starting a little bit earlier today. Yes, can hear. What's up, everybody? Let's get it. If I breach my daily loss limit, does that mean I lost the account? That does indeed mean that you lost the account. Boom. All right, we are live on YouTube. Let's kill it, guys. So here's what I'm looking for today. You guys, somebody let me know in the chat why I always trade at 7 o'clock during Asia session. Can somebody let me know in the chat, people that join up regularly and actually learn? Somebody let me know why we start streaming at 7. Boom, Greg got it. Greg got it. There you go. We got people that are paying attention. No, it's not because it's volatile. It's because we get that new 4-hour candle. But the new 4-hour candle does lead to more volatility. But it's not always about the volatility. It's more about the narrative. It's much easier to figure out where price is going when you start it just like that. What's up? Did I see Luca in the chat too? I think I saw him somewhere in there. Oh, nah. I guess I'm tripping. But what's up, everybody? Spam some W's in the chat. Let's wake up the Discord and let's get it started. There you go. Let's get it, everybody. Alrighty, so we are going to get a new 4-hour candle. Has anybody kind of recognized this setup right here? Like this exact setup? It also kind of seems for me like I'm lagging. If my computer has too much stuff open, maybe. Yeah, I already finished up this video, so I'm just going to close a few things. Boom, boom, boom. I think I had way too much stuff open. Generally making me lag a little bit. Head and shoulders, definitely not a head and shoulders pattern. That's not something that I look at all, but pretty much right here, guys, we're about to get a new 4-hour IFEG. You can see I already have it marked out because I've been expecting this to happen for quite some time now. And the other thing that it has right here is a 4-hour immediate rebalance. So let me show you guys an example because I literally just took a trade like exactly like this. If you guys go to the Legacy Funded YouTube channel, by the way, guys, we're over 1,000 subscribers already. If you're not subbed, you're doing something wrong. Go check it out. It was one of these longer streams that I had. Might have been this one right here. I just want to show you guys so you can kind of start to recognize like this exact setup. Was it here? No, it wasn't this stream. This was a sell. I'm talking about a buy. So it might be from this one. Percent of my trading is so. Oh, that's the same exact one. This was a fire stream, by the way. We caught sells and then we caught buys. It was actually beautiful. We cooked that up for real. 1 minute IFEG giving us some beautiful expansions. So it's not that one. That's the one that I just looked at. I think it was this one. Okay. Alright, so I don't know where it was. I was literally just looking at it like a day ago because I was showing one of my students. It might be this one. There you go. Perfect. I found it. Okay. Sorry, guys. That took a little while, but here is the trade that I found. We full porting buys. We are full porting buys, literally, bro. 4-hour IFEG. So take a look at this setup on the left-hand side. It's the 4-hour time frame. You guys know I love trading the 4-hour candle at 7 o'clock, which is going to close right now in 15 minutes. Pretty much, we had this exact setup right here. Do you see on the left-hand side? It's a 4-hour IFEG, and then we have that like previous wick. And that's called an immediate rebalance. This time the wick is a little bit higher into the gap, so we don't actually have to expect price to go like much deeper into it like it did with the other one. Instead, all we would really want is like a little tap into it, like immediate rebalance right there, and then an expansion out. So I think that's potentially what I'm looking for now. If it does just continue to expand, that's fine. You know, it's fine. We might try to catch a continuation trade, but the target that I've been looking for is on this daily time frame right here. Look at these gaps right here that we have. We've built up a bunch of highs, and now we're finally looking like we're going to go and take out these highs right here and tap into this gap. So that's what I've been looking for the last, like, pretty much the entire week, last week, and we just kept missing it. So it was a little bit frustrating, but it looks like we're finally breaking up towards that. So pay attention to this setup right here. We're about to get a new 4-hour candle, and it's this exact setup where we pull back down. We get the immediate rebalance. So take a look at that. You see that wick got overlapped right there? And then afterwards, it pulls back up from that area. So that's the same exact thing that I'm looking for today. I'm looking for us to pull back down, like look like it's a bearish candle, and then respect to this immediate rebalance and start pulling back up out of it. And that's what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for longs. I'm expecting the target on the daily to get hit right here, and this would be a great opportunity for price to run up to that area. Luca just sent a journal. Dude, that looks sick. Yo, that looks sick. That's like the kind of like on one of the trading apps, like it pops up like you can share the trade that you took. I didn't know we had that. That's sick, bro. But yeah, that's the journal that we just made, so go use it, guys. Trade capture is awesome. Journal your trades. Take a look at your consistency, win rate. Got 145 people in here. Welcome back to another Asia session stream. My name is Marky, and I go live for Asia session like I was breaking down pretty much this entire stream so far. I trade the 4-hour time frame, and I wait for it to pull back down. When it hits that high probability zone, that's when I scale down to the lower time frame and look for confirmation. So we do have a bunch of gaps here today, so it's going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice. We actually got a ton of volatility today, so I'm a happy guy. $5,164. By the way, if you guys are trading this on legacy funded futures, you guys will see my execution here. I will share exactly when I do execute the trade. This symbol is going to be MGC on the futures chart. That's the micro gold futures. This is the gold chart for everybody that might not recognize what XAUUSD is. It's the same thing as MGC. I just like using TradingView to mark it all out. And these Forex.com charts on TradingView are very clean and precise for gaps. So that's another reason why I like using them. We got a long way to go to that target, so boy, oh boy. I do wonder if we are going to pull back here, because we've pretty much been failing to hit this target this entire week. So I'm wondering if we're going to just straight up run into it like that, or whether we are going to pull back, tap into this zone, and then continue back up higher. It's a very, very good question. It's going to determine whether we get a trade today or not. Who understands why we are taking this trade when we get confirmation? What's the trade you were in before? Quick recap, please. So I'm doing a little live account challenge, and the trade that I took before, I was looking for the same exact setup, because previously we were down here, like when Asia session opened, we were down here. I was looking for price to expand back above this area. I'll share my entire screen so you guys can kind of see what I was looking for. Change stream. Entire screen. Alright, you guys should be able to see my entire screen now. So I'm going to open up Telegram right here. So I'm just going to be transparent with you guys, because I'm doing this challenge right now. Alright, so opportunity number 1 is because we closed above the 1-hour gap. So I was already looking, like if you guys can see this arrow, I'm looking for us to pull up above this 4-hour FEG, which is where we're at right now, right? I was already looking for this because the daily time frame narrative is bullish. And I said this is going to be a beautiful setup in Asia. Since I'm going live, I'm going to try to find a setup earlier. And that's what I was doing. 1-hour gap is bullish. I was looking for it to respect this 1-hour IFEG and run up higher. So then I went to the lower time frame, and I saw, oh, we're pulling back up into this 1-hour IFEG. We're about to get a 1-minute IFEG. We entered the 1-minute IFEG. gave us a little bit of an expansion, but ripped down and took us out right there. And that was like a minus $15 trade. And I was like, I'm still bullish. I'm still looking for that same exact thing. Waiting for the next IFAG. If we pull back up, close above it. It did not close above it, and it instead started running lower from there. Then finally, we're pulling back up, and we closed above it again. So I sent out another buy trade because I was looking for the same exact thing, risking about $15 again, and almost took me out right there. Started running up in profit. Kind of consolidated around this new gap that it closed above. But still, look at the left side of the screen. We still are failing to close above the gap. So I kind of got manipulated 2 times. Ended up losing pretty much $30 right there. And then third setup, I was like, we're looking for it one more time, this IFEG. But this time, it didn't give us the confirmation. It came back down into a regular FEG, and I just entered one more time with half the risk. And we're holding that position right now. And it's flying. So that was from this 1 minute gap right here. At 5144, that was right here. It was this one, 5144. That's where we entered the last position, and we're currently holding that right now. Currently holding that. Boom. If you want any questions about that, then you can like send me a message, but not in this Discord, guys. Let's keep it legacy. Let's keep it legacy in here. We got legacy funded futures. If you guys cop an account, this platform is amazing. This is a prop firm. So if you guys are kind of like trying to break and you don't have enough capital to go and trade like your own money, prop firms are the best way to do that, because legacy funded accounts, for example, like they're not exactly what you see on the website. Because remember, you guys can use our codes. You can use code MARK and get a discount. So let's go get an account. Like for example, we're getting this 50K account, 50K Rise account, $100. Boom. So what the one-time password is if you put in your email, boom, get one-time password. It'll send you the one-time password. Let me go retrieve that real quick. Boom. All right, so now we're in this area where I need to select state. And you go up here, use code MARK. Oh, I guess it selected the 100K. But boom, $22 off, and you can get a funded account for as low as $126. And this is for the 100K account. So they're pretty cheap, right, guys? And if you do get an account, you get it funded. You have the possibility, guys, legacy funded futures. Go to the FAQs here. FAQs. Where are these? Payout information. So that was the Rise account, right? Payout FAQ. No, it was the maximum withdrawal request. And on the Rise account, 100K first payout is $2,500, and you can get that at the end of 5 winning days on a funded account. So, guys, you spend $126 on a 100K account, and you can walk away with $2,500 your first winning week. So that's why prop firms are kind of like this new big thing, right? Because you can genuinely spend a little bit of money and walk away with $1,000 after a winning week. Legacy is very difficult in mobile to trade. Why? Because it's a desktop oriented platform. So you can see it's very easy to use on the desktop. It's futures. So that's why it might be a little bit difficult on your phone. Do you not have a laptop? I also like having like positions open right here on the right. Positions, where is that? Right here. Boom. And then you just drag that over to the right side of the screen. Make that a little small. And you guys will see once I execute, like it kind of looks nice when you can see like your position floating right there. And also up here, unrealized P&L. It's also another good little feature to add. All right, guys, we're about to get this new 4-hour candle in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, TradeLocker is a good platform for your mobile device. It's like very mobile oriented. That's the one that you see me sending screenshots of in the Telegram community. I'm doing good, bro. How are you doing? How much should I risk on a 100K account on Elite? It kind of just depends on like what kind of trading style you are. I just posted a video today. Let me go check this out. Boom, boom. If you guys search up trades by Marky on YouTube, I just posted a video on like how you can pass any account. Oh, trades by Marky. Missed an S. That's crazy. You miss one letter and already not able to find my channel. Anyways, just posted this video, 5 rules to get funded, and I kind of broke down like a good risk management guide for like your accounts, because it depends on whether you're a swing trader or a scalper. Because if you have a tighter stop loss, you can use more risk, right? More lot size. But if you are a swing trader and you usually have a big stop loss, you do not want to be using more risk. So that's the first thing you got to find out before you ask yourself, like, how much should you risk? I agree, bro. It is nice. But remember, vid was... Alright, brother. Make sure you guys drop a comment. I said if we get to 50 comments, I'm doing another 50K giveaway. Ooh, you're about to hit your full TP, Daniel? It's my little brother sent his trade right there. Floating 1,200. Is that face or like 50% your first day or second day already? Is that you getting funded? Just had a brain fart when I was saying that. Are we waiting for an opportunity to buy on gold? Yes, we are looking for a buy on gold. Great question. We're looking for it to dig up into this target right here, which is the high and then slightly higher. I saw that on the 1 hour time frame. We have this no wick candle slightly higher right here. So 5224. So that's what I'm aiming for. Looking for 5224. Full TP no wick candle. It's one of my favorite things to aim for. So when it takes out this high, I'm just looking for it to dig even higher than that, past this daily gap into this no wick candle, and then I'm going to expect a sharp retrace from there before we continue higher. Trade's looking really good though. Floating $35 on here. Let me share that. Let's go. Hey, Bet Derek, I appreciate you. What size are you going in for, Marky? It depends on the setup. Usually, if we get a really good setup, then I will go in with a lot more risk. If not, then I use less risk. Guys, to be honest, like I'm finally up like a lot on one of my live accounts. But I was getting cooked before. Like, so only now am I going to finally like start getting into profit. Look. Check my camera. Currently I'm floating $2,300, but I got burnt the whole entire week. So I mean, like, I was trying to get this buy. Like, now I have buy positions from like here, like across this move here, and they're like kind of layered in as I'm running up. But I got burnt the entire week. Like, it just kept like ripping down on me, barely missing this level. I've been aiming for it like pretty much all week. So I kept getting really nice like moves, but it just kept failing to take it out, and I kept holding to the full TP. So finally I am in this trade and holding it to the full TP. So if it doesn't get there today, I might actually crash out. But on stream, we're looking for a nice setup to finish the move. And if we don't get it here, guys, if in 2 minutes when this new 4-hour candle opens, if we just start ripping up to the highs, I think I'm going to wait for this TP to get hit, and then it's going to probably start coming back down. Really nice expansion for today's daily candle, though. I like it. I like it a lot. We're finally ripping up into this area. How are you up so much? I have a pretty big live account, but like I said, I got burnt, so I'm just now getting back into profit. That 2,000 isn't me being up a lot of money. No lie, I've probably watched 20 vids in the past. Oh, I appreciate that, guys. I put in a lot of effort, and there's actual sauce in my videos because it's the real stuff, like same exact strategies that I use, same concepts that I use. Let's go, Benjamin. We're gonna cook this up. Are we already in a trade? No, we're not in a trade already. I'm looking for this new 4-hour candle to open. That's why I went live a little bit earlier. I was hoping that we would potentially get an entry before the 4-hour candle closed, but it's just ripping up, so I love it. You know, I love to see this. Yeah, the reason why I don't like telling you guys that stuff is because it's like comparison, like there's really no point to compare yourself to like any of us. Because like I'm like a different like playing field, you know. I've been trading for 6 years now. You guys are just getting started, and like same like just comparing yourself and thinking that you have to have a certain amount. It's just not a healthy psychology. Bro be drinking that sparkling water, which makes his body pure and making him win. Sure, bro. This is the real reason for profitability. Sparkling water. My fiance actually gave me this specific one. I usually wouldn't go buy myself some sparkling water. I would just drink regular water. So this is a fancy drink for me. Super fancy. Look at that. Alright, guys. Loki, like, deep down, I'm hoping that it doesn't come back down. I'm hoping that we don't come back down. Like, deep down, that's what I'm hoping for. But if we do, we'll get an entry. You know what I mean? What do I type on Legacy? It's going to be MGC. This is the gold, micro gold futures. Yeah, all the money from the course selling side hustle in which he bought the Lucas penthouse in cash. Exactly. The penthouse that Lucas living in, bought that. I bought that, John. I'm learning a strategy and also take small trades on my own. Love to hear that, Saeed. How do we join the challenge? Just send me a DM. I think I saw you message me, actually. I'll respond to you after the stream. I was just a little busy. I just responded to you. Pump up gold. Well, what I'm thinking is if we do, like, it's a massive move, but if we do pull back down right here, then we'll probably stop at this gap. And then we'll continue higher. Another name for sparkling water is burp juice. I think there's no Legacy in the Philippines. Oh, did you see it? Did you try to buy an account and it didn't pop up as a country type? That might be the case. If you want an alternative, send me a DM. We love this sparkling water. Yes, sir. Andrew Tate drinks sparkling water. I close 350. I might look for another entry if it comes back. That's honestly, it's a good idea. I'm just only in with 0.01, so I can't close on the challenge. But if I got taken out, I would just re-enter. Bro. I love it when there's people that take a little bit more risk than me, you know, on the same exact setup. I'm the main person in this challenge, so I can't blow my account, you know what I mean? But there's people that take the same trades just with a little bit more risk. I used to drink some sparkling water back in high school, but college life be hitting the reality expenses. Bro, that's funny. That's really funny. I don't think it's really that much more expensive though. Somebody said I'm from the Philippines and I got an account. So try again if it didn't work for you the first time. Oh yeah, tuition. That's crazy, dude. I go to university too, but I have a full ride scholarship, so I don't have to pay anything. I got it from high school. Same with my sister. I just had good grades, and they gave me full ride, so I didn't have to pay $1 for school. Well, like I did just a little bit, but it's not crazy like that. Yeah, that sucks as well. Just use a VPN. True. True that. Hold on, guys. If you guys are copying a legacy account, use this link. Use this link. Or use code MARK for a discount. Where is it? Boom. How do you set an SL on Trade Locker? When I try on buys, it shows buy instead of sell to close it? So you just click on it. Derek, you just literally click on your position and it'll pop up. Alright, looks like we're pulling back down. You tap price and then you put SL, TP, alert, then place wherever you want from the following. Yeah, it's very simple. It's actually very simple. I just click edit on the bottom where it shows position. Yeah, you could just tap it on the bottom. Buy box shows an SL, but it just opens another buy. That's really weird. Are you using it on your phone? I'm waiting for it to pull back down, guys, and I'm just sorting something. Buys after it pulls back, yes sir. Looking for it to pull back into this 4-hour immediate rebalance. Let's see on the lower time frame, because it can just continue higher. When it's such a big move, sometimes we see that it just stops like either in the midpoint of this candle or off of like a gap that's on the lower time frame. So if we go down to like the 1 hour, let's see if we start stopping at any of these areas. Okay, 1 hour gap is at 5,150, which is actually exactly where the 4 hour high is. So the 1 hour time frame is the same as the 4 hour. We don't need to use that. 30-minute time frame, we have a FVG right here, but that's also same level as this 4 hour, so that's not going to be very useful to us. The only thing that might stop it is right here on the 30-minute time frame. Boom. Come on, chat. Where's my wedding invitation? I checked the mailbox today, didn't see it. When are we entering a trade? Should we sell to the gap? I think it's too risky to sell to the gap because we're so bullish on gold right now. Turn on red lights and pickaxe. Yeah, I don't want to sell to it though. We're just going to buy once it pulls back. Marky Boy GC is 10 points higher than XAU USD. Yeah, but it's the same exact thing, bro. It moves the same exact way. If I didn't know that, then I wouldn't use it because I've been trading using these two charts this entire time. It's the same exact thing. Imagine being in college and trading your way out of the matrix while you're 17, guys. You're killing it, bro. ICT is being patched? Definitely not. It's never going to get patched because the fair value gaps are literally exist inside of the market. Hey, we core sellers want to borrow money from each one. I have a legacy evaluation 100K account. I'm on 105K right now. Can't wait to pass this and get my funded account. Love to hear that, Muds. Welcome everybody that's watching me from YouTube. Live lagging on here. Is it still lagging? Let me know on the YouTube. If anybody's watching it on YouTube, drop a comment if it's lagging, if you guys are good. It's a good question though. Should we sell or should we just honestly just wait for the buy? Because I don't think that we're going to run all the way back down here. That's like a good like 200 pips on gold. 200 ticks. If it does, that would be a massive sell. We should definitely. I like dragging SL down or clicking the line, but I'll get over it. Oh. YouTube is Gucci. Let's go. You mean like trailing your stop loss? Instead of just leaving it there at break even? No, because that's what you could do. I don't know if you're on the wrong like app. Full port shorts to immediate rebalance. Oh, guys, this is going against everything that I live by. Did you catch the 700 point pump on YM? I did not catch the 700 point pump on YM. I'm going to wait for the pullback for longs. I'm down 900 on a 100K eval. Yeah, 100%. 100% you should wait. Why not wait for the A+ setup? If anything, it'll come back another time. Like, it can come back after hitting the target. That's still going to be a good setup. I made 22K off of it on my 150K live. Oh, funded. Nice, dude. Don't do that every day. Making dollars is massive. Don't do what every day? Like full porting or what? We might reject off of this 30-minute immediate rebalance, though. That might be a good opportunity. We might just be able to catch like a little continuation from here back up. Because do you guys realistically think that we're going to pull all the way back down into the 4-hour gap right now? I don't think it's going to happen. The move was just way too massive. Like, look at how much more we have to run. Why would it run back down here when it could run to the full target? You know what I mean? It's been drawing to this area, guys. There's a magnet here. I could see the magnet. I could smell it. There is a magnet right here. It's like, meow. So if we tap this area, start pulling back up, we might just be able to get a little continuation from there. We just got a new 15-minute candle. I also low-key got to get to one of my classes for mandatory attendance. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's moving slow right now. No market, it wasn't full port. I had 27k in drawdown until I blew the account. 27k in drawdown's insane. That's insane. Let's full port. Be like water. Exactly, Devin. Guys, Devin's out here killing it. You're preparing your own crash out. Yeah, that's insane. On a funded account, that's literally crazy. So should we enter a buy? I'm waiting for confirmation. I haven't even entered to the 1 minute time frame, guys. If you're in my live streams, you know there's not going to be a trade until I enter down to the 1 minute time frame. Only then are we actually going to look for an execution. Every trade I take is down to the 1 minute time frame. What'd you guys all eat today? Let me know in the chat. What'd you guys all eat? I apologize to everybody that it's late and they're tired, but you guys are going to be okay. We're going to get a trade soon. This dude. Pizza. Orange chicken and rice. Sopes. I don't know what that is. What is that, guys? Somebody tell me what sopes is. S-O-P-E-S. Chicken feet? Okay. Okay, bro likes feet. Okay. Going to eat steak and eggs this morning. Oh, what time is it for you right now, Greg? You usually like respond to me like super late in the night, and I'm always like, what the heck? I always like barely miss your messages. Egg roll bowl. Ayy. Sargun ate some IT soup. It had some computer parts in there. Dave's Hot Chicken? Bro, Dave's Hot Chicken's gas. My girl bought me tendies and fries from the fam restaurant. Hey. Sopes is a Mexican dish. Okay, so it's not something bad. It's time to search it up. It's time to search up what this is while we're waiting for our setup. Wow, I've never seen this. And I grew up in like a little Mexican city before I moved to San Diego. It was named San Jacinto. I've never seen this, but that looks really good, dude. Kind of looks like tacos, but it looks like a thick tortilla. That honestly, guys, this makes me want to eat right now. Doesn't that look good? Guys, rate it in the chat right now. Rate it in the chat out of 10. On just like a looks basis, we gotta rate it. Finishing up chicken enchiladas. Ooh, yeah, for real, 100 out of 10. Looks like an arepa. What is an arepa? I also don't know what that is. Okay. Where is this from? It kind of does look like that. These little pancake looking bread. Cornmeal patties. Ooh. Guys, these are some delicious looking foods. Look, we're pulling back. This is why we don't want to be selling when we're extremely bullish. It's better to just let it run, you know what I mean? It's just better to let it run, do its thing, and then we take buys if it gives us the setup. Otherwise, we just chill. And I gotta make it to my class, guys, for attendance purposes, writing my name down. So I'm gonna probably dip out of here at like 7:35. Maybe 7:30. So 10 minutes. If we don't start getting a nice move here in 10 minutes, we either tap into this area or start ripping down much lower. Then I'm going to just end stream a little bit earlier today. Then come back after attendance for real. I low-key might do that. Because I'm only trading today, guys. I have no other plans. I'm just going to be on my phone trading right after this stream. Marky, do you think the breakout was valid? What breakout? I don't really trade breakouts, you know what I mean? I trade like inversions. Once it flips gaps. I don't really trade like highs, you know what I mean? I don't like it when it breaks through highs. I don't use that as a confluence. I call that liquidity, and that's when market tends to reverse. So instead of looking for a continuation higher, I actually look for a reversal. After highs are taken, I look for a reversal. Are you in the trade? We're not in any trades. Market just kind of ripped up a little too high before Asia session, so we didn't get the entry, the spot that I was looking for. I hope I don't sleep off. Gold is taking too long. Completely agree with you. Honestly, it's taking a little too long, but we did get a nice move. You know, like I am in this trade, just on my live account. But in terms of like catching a high probability setup, guys, with you guys, I still want to find like a high probability area. Like versus like a live account, you could just enter, kind of hold it. You know what I mean? But on a futures account, you want to be precise. You would rather not trade and wait for the setup later. So that's something you guys have to incorporate. Iceman eating some arepas right there, bro. Nice. Chicken nuggets and apple juice. Let's go. We got some. What is that called? Like kindergarten meals? Chicken nuggets and apple juice. Did your guys' schools, when you went to school in kindergarten, did they have like lunch lines and they would serve food for you guys? Is that a normal thing at every school? Yeah, I am over here getting dinner ideas. Way too poor, guys, making too less money for my lifestyle. For real, bro. For real, 21 grand. That's too less, bro. What's that SL? Boom, boom, boom. I think that's an already closed trade, Damon. Oh, he's asking what SL means. Oh, yeah, he's asking what is your stop loss. Are we in? No, we're not in. It didn't really do anything. It kind of just pulled back a little bit. But not into any key areas that I would look for a reversal. So honestly, guys, I think it might actually just melt here. I think it might just melt. I might have to close my positions. Louis, are you still in here? Oh, I found it. 726. Alright, bro. I'm gonna need you to do something. Boom. We won a 50K day, bro. Couldn't enter in more contracts, so I missed out on more money. You were straight up just full porting your account. It's crazy, bro. We had lunch lines even 50 years ago. Jude in the chat. What's up, Jude? Dang. I could imagine the food was better back then, though. There's just a bunch of processed stuff now. They are not feeding us high quality of anything. For the first time in your life. Lifetime performance fee, March 6th, 20K. Let's go, bro. What are you going to school for? Are you asking me? Or this guru guy? You doing a legacy giveaway this stream, possibly? If you guys want a giveaway, then go on my YouTube channel. If you guys get the most recent video up to 50 comments, then I'll do another 50K giveaway. That was the start of the decline, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Of food. I'm in business marketing. If it comes down to the 4-hour immediate rebounds, how big would your SL be? So this is where it comes into having a profitable model. You know, you need a strategy that's going to get you a nice tight stop loss. And the strategy that I personally use is called like 1 minute IFEGs. So if it comes down into this area and I see that we start slowing down and start pulling back up, I don't have to enter as soon as it taps into this area. No, that's actually pretty dangerous, because sometimes we'll have a massive wick and then pull back up, close, and then the next candle will run up, right? So what you have to do instead to know whether it's going to stop right here is to wait for it to stop and then start turning back around. When it starts turning back around, you go down to the 1 minute time frame and you look for that confirmation, that 1 minute IFEG to get disrespected. That's when you hop in your trade and you have a very tight stop loss, like literally underneath the previous 1 minute low. And the reason why I love this like strategy is because even if you get taken out right here, right, you just wait for it to start pulling back up, you wait for the next 1 minute IFEG, and you do the same exact thing, and you might lose like $100, $200, right, twice. But then that third trade, it's a 4-hour confluence, right? It'll run up probably all the way to this TP up here. It's going to be a massive trade. So it'll be worth it, and that's why a high probability strategy actually matters. What am I going to school for? I'm going to school for, right now, international business. My first 2 years was computer science. Taking random trades, and I'm almost in 2 days, 280,000. But when it comes to real money, it sucks. Yeah, bro, it's because of the psychology. And also, you're not going to, like, full port your demo account. Like, you typically just tend to close it at some point. On the live account, when you take losses, you're like, oh, I want to make it back. I want to make it back. And that's when you keep trading it to zero. Of course, it does it because your brain has too much dopamine and stress. You think you'll lose money on it and you'll close and then price hits your TP. 100%. Why not trade full-time? I am trading full-time, bro. I'm not working a job. I've been trading full-time for the last like 4 years. I've only worked one job in my life. As soon as I started making money from prop firms, I stopped working that job, and I've been full-time trading since then. I generally, if I showed you my grades, you would be disappointed in me. That's what I do every time, but it's not as easy as it sounds. No, definitely it's not easy. Live accounts are a very challenging thing, but the only way to learn how to trade a live account is to trade a live account, guys. Even if that means you have to deposit more than once. Guys, do you think I should drop out of college? See, the reason why I don't is because, first of all, like my parents, like they just want me to have a degree. Second of all, you might actually learn something. Even if it's not necessarily for like work, you know? You can learn something that comes to like economics. Like I'm taking a class right now that pretty much the teacher comes in and just, like the professor, and she'll just literally just start listing all of the most recent news events and how this is... it's like about kind of like philosophy, but for me as the trader, I'm like, oh, this is what's going on in the world right now. Here's how I can execute on the market. So after you graduate, you're going to work and trade. I'm assuming not trade full time. No, I'm not going to work. I'm not planning on getting a job. I already make more than enough money to support myself. I'm actually moving off of campus this month, 22nd. I got my first apartment. To keep learning and studying is very good. Use money to buy assets. I'm getting married as well, April. So I'm definitely not planning on getting a job. I need 50K months to convince my parents to do it. Yeah, bro, do it. Set some goals for yourself with your parents and then do it. When inevitable price hits TP, if break that area and confirm bullish market, why don't you let it run to 54, 56? Because it's a high probability area for market to reverse. Especially, bro, if we run up here without hitting the low. If we run up here without hitting this area, it's probably going to come back down into it and then run up higher. You know what I mean? So why would I just hold my positions all the way up to 5,400 and then get stopped out when I can take my profits right here, wait for it to pull back down into this area, and take more profits again? You know what I mean? Once it starts pulling back down from this area, I might even sell to this area because that would be a great area to take longs from. That's how I think about it. It's not just like support and resistance where it breaks out and it'll just fly to the moon. Although it definitely might. This is a daily gap. It might want to fill up the whole thing, you know what I mean? So if we do end up, it just depends on where this daily candle closes. If it rips through the whole thing, by all means, bro, hold it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to close like the majority of my position like up here at this TP and then see how price reacts from there. Bet Marky, I honestly closed this account that got me 20K payout because they want me to move to live with only 25K funded. Oh, wow, dude. So what's the point of getting a degree? Like I said, the classes, you still get educated. It's like reading a book. Like, what's the point of reading books when you already are functioning in life? It's because there's always more that you can learn. Second of all, like I said, it's mainly my parents. You know the amount of conversations that I've had with them? I'm also 20 years old, and it's not really going to like negatively affect me to spend one more year in school. Are you still in buys? I've been holding a buy on my live account for quite some time now. I'm going to continue holding it. If it takes me like some of my positions right here at this 4-hour gap, I'll re-enter. But for now in Legacy, like I can't really enter because it's not respecting anything yet. It didn't tap into this 30-minute immediate rebalance. Now it's just a 30-minute gap. And it doesn't look like it wants to come back down. So I think we're going to continue running up. Let's see if there's any like lower time frame confirmation here. We do have a 3-minute right here. What do you guys say? We take a long right here? Oh, it kind of already did respect it. I didn't see that. I wasn't on the lower time frame yet. 3-minute IFEG right here. Tapped in and started moving higher. Okay, maybe we just go down to the 1-minute time frame and just catch a trade off of this like FEG. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I'm going to catch a trade once this FEG forms. Like this. Stops are going to go below the low. I'm going to enter with like 5 micros and take longs towards the highs. It's going to be a small little scalp trade to finish off Asia session stream right here towards this high. That's my TP. If we get this new fair value gap, which we did not get. Notice how this fair value gap didn't actually close. So I kind of still like it though. I kind of still like it. Now if it taps back in, I might just look for an entry that will put my stop loss in even better position. Like down here. Alright, same setup right here. Aiming for this high. I'm just not going to enter with 5. I'm going to enter with 4 micros. Alright guys, I'm hopping in MGC. Boom. 4 micros. Stop loss is going to go below this little 1-minute low. So if you're in a buy, your stop loss is going to be sell stop. You just right click and you put it exactly where you want your cursor to be. And I'm going for this high right here. Because I don't think we're going to pull all the way back down into this 4-hour immediate rebalance. I think we're going to bounce off and rip up higher. Potentially here. Let's see if we get a nice reaction here. So we're in our first trade of the stream, guys. This is a 3-minute IFEG. I just noticed this 3-minute IFEG. 3-minute time frame right here. 3-minute IFEG. Our stops are going to be below the low over here. So on the 1 minute time frame, this is how it looks like. This is where my position is. This is where our TP is. Looking for it to move up and take the high. Alright, we got a nice wick. Only in with 4 micros. This is why I added the positions, by the way, guys. I think it just logged me out. Okay, so to the right, do you see this right here? Boom. Kind of looks clean. How do you set a TP on DX? I wouldn't recommend setting a TP. But here's how you can do it. No, see how we're in with 4 micros? If you drop it down to like 2, for example, and you do a sell limit right here, watch this, guys. Once it takes this high, it's going to automatically close 2 micros as a partial. So that's how you do it, by the way. You do a sell limit. Sell stop is your stop loss. Sell limit is your TP. It's might sound a little confusing if you're new to it, but you're gonna get used to this. Our first little nice bullish candle. Let's see if we close bullish though. Kind of want to see like a bigger pullback. It just barely kind of ripped up, but we're not really moving higher from this 3-minute IFEG. I want to see a bigger reaction. Come on. Come on, come on. Yeah, bro, FOMO and chasing empty your account fast. You just sit there saying, stop. Bro, stop, bro. But you keep going. Yeah, that's very real. Gold price action has been disgusting. Thank God it's finally moving. I wish you the best in college, brother. Enjoy the beer. I do not drink, and I don't plan on drinking. But thank you. We just took out a little no wick. I'm not worried about this just yet. We're still looking good. We're still inside of this 3-minute IFEG as long as we don't rip below this low. We should get a nice reaction here because this is a 1-minute FEG. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We stayed inside of it. We still closed inside of it, just barely. There you go. Nice reaction. Keep pushing higher. Oh, look, I had to go already. Come on. Gold, just give me this quick little scalp so I could call this a good day. Walk away from the markets with a few hundo. Come on, chat. Yes, we are in buys. Buys, buys, buys. It literally said, nah, boys, we ain't giving you money. It's not over. It's not over? Who said it was over? It's looking good, bro. How's this 3-minute? There you go. Look at this. 1 more minute until this 3-minute candle closes. As long as this one stays inside of it as well, we're still chilling. We're still chilling. And I agree with the guy that said that gold price action has been disgusting because it just kept pushing back and consolidating, you know? It should have ran to this area and actually like moved. But it's been like moving like really bad. Come on. We have our stops in a good area because there's also a little 3-minute FEG right there. But I don't want it to go down there. We got no reaction off of that when we entered. 30 seconds left until this 3-minute candle closes. $25, $24. Sometimes, guys, in the last few seconds, it pulls back. I've seen it happen before. I'm not going to give up on this setup until it hits our stop loss. Come on, we got 15 seconds. It can still pull back. Three. Just a little bit higher. Alright, we closed below the 3-minute IFEG, which sucks. But on the 1 minute, we still stayed inside of that 1 minute gap. So, I mean, who knows at this point whether we run up or not. But this 3-minute FVG got disrespected. We're just inside of this regular 1-minute FVG. Will we survive? Will we thrive? What was the stop loss? Stop loss is right below this 1-minute low. Exactly where this red area is. So whenever you see that on my screen, that's the exact trade that I'm taking. The green is always going to be the TP. The red is always going to be the stop loss. And here, right, we're in a buy. Here's the stop loss right below the low. Same area. TP's at the high. And then I'm going to hold the last remaining positions just a little bit higher if we do end up ripping up from here. See, the 3-minute got disrespected, but the 1-minute still nice and chill. So don't give up on your setup, guys. Don't let the lower time frame trick you. Remember, this is a huge time frame trade. We're getting pulled up by a daily gap. There you go. We're finally pushing back into profits. It's looking good. It's looking good. Also, the 4-hour candle, since it opened, has not been bullish. Take a look at this. It has not been bullish. So, once we flip up, we might get a bigger wick just literally taking out these highs. Nice. Nice. That's looking good. 5184. 5184 is right here. So, we are 100% are going to take out this high. 100% now. Alright, guys. $130 so far with 4 micros. WSL placement. We survived. W 1-minute gap. That 1-minute FEG, look at that. It's a warrior. It was fighting for its life down here. We took out this no wick right here. No wick 1 minute. Stayed inside of the 1-minute gap. And we ended up ripping up back higher. W position right there. We're flipping into a bullish gap now. We're about to take the high. Let's go break even on this position. Floating about 200 now. Boom. Break even. And I'll show you guys one important thing. So notice how my TP right here is only 2 micros. So it's only going to take out half of my position. So when that happens, I'm going to have to manually adjust my stop loss as well down to 2 micros. Otherwise, if you don't do that, it takes out the 2 micros and then you still have a 2 micro position but a 4 micro SL. It's going to enter a sell position when it takes you out. So come on. Come on, finally rip up. We finally got a nice move. 4-hour candle got a little bit of a bigger wick. No, actually, it didn't. It has yet to run up above the high. New little FVG. I might have made a mistake by moving the stop loss to break even. Come on. Tapped into the 1-minute gap right here. Closing TPW for me. No way. Let's go. I think we're starting to consolidate. Potentially. We back in profit on a new Lucid 50K. Good stuff, brother. Love to hear that. Alright, look, we got a new 1-minute candle. Our break even's literally right below this gap, so if this gap doesn't hold, we're out of this position. I'm done with the stream. Boom, we got taken out, guys. Made $16 today. That's W's in the chat for $16. Break even trade. But you guys know what I'm looking for, right? Like, this was just a little scalp that I was potentially going to get a nice trade on. If it ripped up to the high, we would have got a nice little TP. But it's okay. Make sure you guys flatten all, because look, TP didn't close, so flatten all. Click that button. Get rid of everything. You guys know what I'm looking for, right? Either it taps into this 4-hour IFEG and flies up to this gap, or either it runs up into here and then later comes back down into this 4-hour IFEG. Either or works for me, but we're in the middle of the range, so don't get chopped up. Alright guys, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys want an instant funded account, DM me for prices. If you guys want to be a part of the challenge that I'm doing, send me a DM. Without further ado, catch you guys all in the next stream. Peace out, everybody.